Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today it's going to be Rogue and GuMiho here on Magannatha for a Patreon game for the week of June the 14th, 2025. Bottom right, it's going to be GuMiho, GSL champ. Quite a monster. Top left, it's going to be Rogue, a previous monster. I don't think he's quite up to snuff since returning from the military, but he's extractor tricking, and we will see how he handles GuMiho here today. Man. Things change, don't they? Like 10 years ago, Rogue would have stomped GuMiho so hard, but now GuMiho's been working hard. Rogue went to military, and he's trying to get back into shape, and now I kind of feel like GuMiho is favored in this replay. So, double extractor tricking here is Rogue to get 15 out of 14 supply after taking a 15 hatch here. So, interesting stuff here. Interesting build order here from Rogue. We've got GuMiho maybe doing the 2 racks Reaper pressure opening. But that is not confirmed yet. Overlord is scouting for proxies. GuMiho does not have any proxies here, but that is very wise to scout for proxies because GuMiho is known for doing proxies. I will now not say proxy again for the rest of the cast here. We've got a spawning pool coming up. No gas. Maybe it's going to be a weird gasless opening here from Rogue. I've seen that in the last few months here. I don't think it's good, but hey. If professional players are doing it in tournaments, then I am wrong, and that is all. Ta-da! Extractor here from Rogue, so no gasless opening, and no 2 racks opening, just a 1 racks expand timing here. And everything is A-OK on both sides of the map. Nobody's going to die in the first 3 minutes of this game. Factory coming up, walling off against earlylings. No SCV scout here from GuMiho. But walling off against earlylings anyway, so we are safe. We're safe from earlylings. Reaper hopping out across the map here. The music is appropriately exciting. Because this Reaper is in danger, man. Or maybe not. He's going home. Fair enough. He doesn't want to do the Reaper dance here against Rogue. Not today. I guess the Reaper's coming back here to defeat the slowlings, the 2 slowlings that showed up. Excellent scout by that slowling. He sees the starport. He sees a 1-1-1 build with a command center in there. And says, maybe Hellbats, maybe a drop. Lair coming in before metabolic boost here, and a Roach Warren has been down, so, And no third base either. Is this going to be a 2-base Roach Ravager push here? Banshees can shut down a 2-base Roach Ravager push, especially with Cloak here. Walling off and trying to take the third base, but hey, look, 2 Hellions. Hey, look, 4 Hellions. Bam! KDA charge blasting away these Hellions here. Nice wall, but hey, third base not coming up at 4 minutes here. I think GuMiho is ahead here in the early stages of this match against Rogue. Finally, 4 minutes and 20 seconds here. Third base here from Rogue. Wheel Reconstitution. We have Roaches being popped out. We have Hellions and Reapers trying to get a cancel on that third hatch. Good luck. They can do it eventually, but Queens shoo them away. Overseer, scouting, looking, seeing the tech lab, bubbling, seeing a third command center, not early, seeing more factories being produced. Okay. GuMiho's going to try meching here against Rogue. Hey, look. Cloak Banshee. Hey, look. No Spore at 5 minutes. Huh. Was that worth it? Was that worth not making a Spore? 6 drones have died. 6, Rogue. Man, I know we like playing with fire as Zerg, but sometimes we get burned and lose the game because of it. And just do it. Just throw down a Spore around 4 minutes and 30 seconds against a Terran player, especially if you have no idea what they are doing. Hydralisk Den on the way. I guess these are just defensive roaches here. +1 missile attack. We've got Hydra speed on the way here. We've got a lot of tanks in the future here. Tank on the way. And double pumping Vikings for some reason. Why? Alright, GuMiho. Why do you need so many Vikings here? They're not good against roaches. They're not good against Hydralisks. I guess sniping Overseers? And then letting the Cloak Banshees do some damage here. There's only 2 of them, though. We'll have to see what GuMiho's plan here for those Vikings is. I know 1 Viking, yes. 1 Viking is A-okay to shoo away Overlords and hunt around the map for Overlords, but 3 is just a little bit overkill in my opinion here. We've got an Armory coming down. We've got Hellbats in the future. Changeling coming in. So, Roach Hydra versus Banshee, Hellion / Hellbat, and 1 Siege Tank. Ooh, 4th Command Center, GuMiho. You are being greedy. Alright, man. Roach Hydra, I think, can do a lot of damage here. These Hellbats. Okay, Roaches in the front. Overseer here. Cloak. Alright, here it is. Here's the attack here. Hellbats. Yeah, getting shut down so fast here. We've got 1 tank in siege mode, another tank back here, and then 2 more siege tanks as well. Yeah, that is not the 1 tank that I promised you, Rogue, and I apologize, man. GuMiho has been, again, pumping out siege tanks 2 at a time here. And yeah, if it was just Hellions and Hellbats and like 1 tank, I think GuMiho would have been dead, but nope. More tanks. More tanks indeed, everybody says. 8 tanks plus 2 more coming on the way here from GuMiho. Bam! Did force a cancel on the 4th Command Center, so I guess Rogue did get a little bit of a victory here. We've got his 4th Command Center coming up inside the main base. That is safer than having it outside the natural here. And thrown down 4 more factories. I've got Magfield Accelerator coming in here for those Cyclones. It's going to be a weird hybrid mech here, right? Tanks, Hellbats, and Cyclones, and Hellions. So it's race car mech versus traditional mech here. Bam, taking it down. Bam, taking it down. 2 Banshees showing up again. 2 drones down, but hey. Rogue has 67 workers. Income advantage here, heavily favoring GuMiho because of mules. And holy smokes, 2 more command centers here from GuMiho. What? This is 8 minutes, GuMiho. This is not like 15 minutes in a TVZ. Why? We've got 2 command centers already. 3 orbitals already. And then 2 more command centers are coming up here. We've got Infernal Pre-Igniter. We've got those Cyclones with the upgrade coming in. Cyclones made after the upgrade is almost quite done here. And look, 4th base. We've got a 4th base here from Rogue. But man, being on even base against a Terran player, especially when they're going mech, is such a bad idea. Vipers, yes. Abducting high-value targets like Cyclones, like Siege Tanks is excellent here. Blinding Cloud on Siege Tanks is also very, very good. And yeah, man, you can always count on GuMiho to keep something fresh and interesting in TVC. It is mech. Look at how many tanks there are. 5th base here from GuMiho. crazy stuff. Lunge is on the way. +2 missile attack is on the way. We've got +2 armor attack here for these tanks. Couple roaches trying to get back here, but I mean, that roach is going to have 0 kills before it dies, so a little bit embarrassing there, man. Yeah, I'm just not a big fan of the roach. You know that. You know that for me. I just don't think they do well, especially in this case where there are 100 tanks on the ground. The roaches aren't going to get in range of anything before they die to siege tank fire. It's going to have to be Blinding Cloud and Abducts. That's how we win this thing. Abducting into lurker burrow positions here. Ravagers getting Corrosive Bile down on siege tanks can be good if they can get into it. All right, charging in. No, thinking about it. Staying back, abducting a Cyclone. Again, high-value target. The Vikings getting abducted to is interesting. And then charging on in, but the back line of tanks is pretty darn scary. Is there enough to get in here by the Zerg player? Does a bunch of damage, killed a couple tanks. Ooh, almost gets that tank with a Corrosive Bile attack, but nope. He survives with 4 kills and 7 hit points. Another base coming in topside here from Rogue. Pretty good setup here. I like it from the Terran player GuMiho. Those backline of tanks make it hard for the Zerg to dive into there. GuMiho's expanding behind this. Greater Spire's on the way. Tank gets taken down with Corrosive Bile. And what are we doing? How are we playing this, folks? Cyclones taken out. Spores. They kind of help against these Vikings here. The Vikings against the Vipers now make a lot of sense. High ground, interesting position here for the Cyclones. High grounded it. Blinding Cloud going down. Abducts coming down as well. Another tank gets abducted. Another tank is going to get killed just through the regular attacks. This guy dies. That guy dies. It's 105 to 69 army supply in Rogue with that spellcasting support. Getting it done here with a +2 attack on the Roaches and the Hydras and the Ravagers, and he is ready to rock on the counterattack here. Dude, I thought, well, maybe don't attack a planetary, guys. But, yeah, coming on down to a base that's not a planetary. The rest of the army here is absolute chaos. I'm not sure. Another tank dies. Yeah, the staying power of the Zerg is getting whittled down here. Reinforcing Roaches are showing up. Infestors being added in. Infestations and Infestors are coming in here, too. Rogues at 95 to 67 armor supply. Roaches are heavy on supply. We know that very much. But a couple fungals would be nice. Maybe a neural parasite on a tank. Could be pretty good here, too. Scanning in to make sure the Zerg doesn't have a base in the bottom left. He doesn't, but he does have one at the 12 o'clock, which is not as good for the Terran here. Zerg working on a +1 melee attack and a burrow. No armor at all. And against mech, yeah, I mean, the shots you're taking from tanks are so big, armor doesn't really help with these Roaches or these Hydras especially. Infestor wants a fungal on these Cyclones to slow them down. That's what their power is in, is speed, really, almost more than anything else. Sniping down an Infestor. Nice job, Banshees. They get fungaled and decloaked. There's not a lot of anti-air here. It's really just a lot of Roaches. What the? I don't know where these Hydras are supposed to be, but this is not looking good. Man, all right, fine. Queens take down the Banshees. Hydras are nowhere to be seen. Where are my Hydralists? Dead. Where are my Lurkers? None of those. Trying to handle Cyclones with Mass Roach is bad, dude. You can't be doing this. They outrange you. They hit you like trucks. The Banshee's getting extra damage in here as well. Why did Rogue go into Rogue stuff against Cyclones? I mean, there's... Okay, now with a fungal at least. You can kind of do it here, but this is a scrap-tastic battle, man. Ooh, the one random swarm host accidentally made. The pros do sometimes. Very fun stuff. Another fungal gets tossed down. Hellbat's gonna die. Damage and slow. Fungal on the Vikings and the Banshees here. This is a scrappy play. Lings do get into this third base, though. Start going to town a little bit, killing 12 SCVs in the meantime. Battle cruisers on the way? What the GuMiho, come on, man. Come on, GuMiho. He decides battle cruisers are the way to follow this thing up. All right, man. It is really scrappy right now. Pretty even. The base count for GuMiho looks pretty intense. Rogue's base here is not saturated, but it didn't die. Got hit by a Cyclone attack earlier, which is pretty traditional stuff when it comes to playing against a Terran player. Okay, gonna take it down. Yeah, Hatch does go down. Ling's jumping in this mess. There are some Hydras and Roaches and Infestors. And nice fungal. Now I like what we see Rogue doing here. Sending these Lings out across the map. Do they have Adrenal? No, of course they don't. Why would we get Adrenal for the Lings that we have? We're gonna ignore that for now. Battle Cruisers joining the party. Not a lot to deal with them. You can dodge Corrosive Biles. Neural Parasite's on the way, but it's not done yet. The Battle Cruiser's jumping into the main base of Rogue. Not a lot of tech is here, though. Couple drones on gas gonna die. Maybe trying to take down the Hive while you're at it. He jumps in, which means he can't jump out. Rogue is crushing across the map on the other side of it. Did I mention this is a GSL game? It sure is. GSL Season 2 2025 game. And there's the Neural Parasite. One of the Battle Cruisers get knurled. The other one gets knurled. Oh, no. And they all get knurled, and they're all forced to kill each other. How tragic. How tragic an experience for these guys. No. I mean, it takes a while for them to die, actually, when they're knurled. They have to re-knurl because it wears off, but he's got enough Infestors to do this. This is taking a lot longer than I thought it would. Maybe he's not having them attack each other as much as he needs to. Meanwhile, there's a big engagement down here. Oh, tried to get some Ravagers in, but nope, not allowed, not enough time. Tanks continue to push up this direction. This one escaped. Dude, the mass assimilation here. Oh my gosh. He's trying to attack his attackers. Bottom left base getting hit by Blue Flame Hellions. Not going to kill it. Pushing in further with Battle Cruiser support, though, is our guy. Corrosive Biles dodged as much as he can with a Battle Cruiser. Siege Tank's got to fall back a little bit. Re-siege back up here. Army. Army supply. Siege tanks up, and oh! Wait, what? No. What? I guess he doesn't have an answer to the BC. He does, though. He's got a decent bank. He's got 77 workers. The income is pretty good. He's harvesting. I mean, I guess this base died, and this doesn't seem like it's unbreakable, though. Yeah, he just fired up 13 Ravagers. Okay, love this. Pokes in. And then GG's. What is that? What is that? I mean, I guess he doesn't have any Vipers, no Blinding Cloud available, no Abduct on those tanks. That's going to make them really hard to deal with, and I guess his entire army is Roaches and Ravagers. He doesn't have any Broodlords. He doesn't have any Hydras or any Lurkers. And by golly, all right, GuMiho gets the win. A bit of an abrupt end there, but hey, you get the win when the other player taps out or you kill all of their buildings. And that's exactly what happened. Man, that's funny stuff. All right, so man, GuMiho does get the win here using battle cruisers, no less. This little fun thing up here was incredibly entertaining. The mass infester to deal with the battle cruiser stuff was great. I mean, he's also microing down here, which makes it tough. And I guess GuMiho has this base now and this base over here. And it's just, I mean, the income isn't that much better. It's really not. I guess his bases are kind of anemically running out of minerals. He tried to expand down here, couldn't. Hasn't been able to expand up here either. So yeah, just the pressure here from the battle cruisers, from the tanks, from the race car mech. It's all good. It's all good. So GG, man. End of the day, resources lost 35,000 to 30,000 there. Rogue lost more, makes a lot of sense. 2 hatcheries and a hive died. No command centers or orbitals or planetaries went down today. 19 drones to 18 SCVs, really negligible that way. And yeah, just didn't have the spellcasters to handle that many siege tanks, and he dead. So GG. Way to go, man. Way to go, GuMiho, getting a win here against Rogue. Really weird, unorthodox style that trips up a lot of players and has won him a GSL too. So keep in mind, he's dangerous. And that's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.